Brush here, the PV Zodiac VXB. I've had it for about 1.5 years now, but I didn't see any reviews on YouTube, so I thought I'd make one for myself. And I'll start off by showing you a few tones I use. The first one, sort of a warm one, which I like to use for sort of softer songs like Stir It Up by Bob Marley, for example, which sounds more like, well, and that's with the P pickup on 100%, the J pickup on 0, and the tone also dead on 0. Next tone I'd like to move on is what I would like to call the power slap. I put the P on 100, J on 75, and the tones also on 75. I use this for the more metal slap bass lines such as Take the Power Back by Rage Against the Machine, which is quite, simplistic, but it sort of gets the message of the power through. It goes something like this. I use sort of more in a soul scenario where you need sort of a mixture of warmth, but you're also going to be slapping at some points. For example, in Jocelyn Brown's Someone Else's Sky, I sort of turn the P pickup up to 100, the J pickup to 50, and the tone also to 50%, which I characterise as being, so they are crossing, they would form a cross shape with this line on top of the pickup, and sort of get a tone, sort of warm, with hardly any bite, but you can still get something out of it, if you know what I mean. The last tone I'll be showing you today is the P pickup down to 50, the J pickup up on full, and the tone on 75. And it works quite well with like Incubase bass lines, for example, such as Animali. Last note was off a bit. Or for example Hyllicus, which is quite an iconic bass line as it goes. My amp is currently set to boosting the treble and the 1.6 kilohertz as it would go, both to about 10%, middle cuts by about 0.5, the bass is on flat but the 220 hertz is up. I keep the bass sort of like 100 hertz and below on flat or cut, because otherwise you interfere with the drum's kick. That's always a nice one to know when you interfere in the mix. But if you wanted to show off the bass, for example, type thing on your own, you would obviously turn the bass up. So because it sounds a bit nicer, but in a band scenario you should always cut the bass maybe a little bit so you're not stepping on any drummer's toes, because drummers are generally big people with scary arms. I've had a bit of a rough time with this bass though, even though its looks are amazing. I mean, with the lovely red on black that you can probably see, and the finish being lovely. It's quite a stunner, especially with the black headstock with the white inlay writings. Really quite nice. It's a beautiful bass overall. Problems I've been having are, you might be able to see it, the bridge has started to pull up down here, I doubt you'll be able to see this one, but the tuning heads have also started to pull up around here. And also this neck cavity I've had to screw hardwood dowel into and then redraw the holes as well as gluing the whole thing down because it had a weakened neck joint, which meant it was pulling out. I'm not sure whether this is just a problem with my bass or whether it's across the range, so watch out for that if I were you. But it does have some killer tone. You're thinking about it as a replacement for like nice sort of flea bass range type thing. But personally I would go for a Squire Vintage Modified over this. But if this is what you're looking for, it's a great bass, as long as you can deal with its moodiness in breaking.